So, I got a post that's going viral. It's got another 32 followers since we last looked, Allie.
Really?
And it was another 32. The last time we looked, it had 27. So, I got a post going viral on TikTok. And this is exciting. Y'all want to hear it? All right.
Ain't nobody ever told you the way that you know you're on the right path is the path disappears. So when you can see the path, you're walking somebody else's, right? Walking your path when ain't no step in front of you. When I heard that quote, I loved it because it was like, oh, it's okay for me not to know. It's okay for you not to know where this is going. It's actually not knowing and not seeing the path is actually helping you know that you're going in, at the very least, your own direction. You won't know if it's the right direction until you get a little further down that path. Nobody ever told you the way that you know you.
Preach.
You go on TikTok? Because we got 71 comments, 4,000 likes, 1,000 saves, 30,000 views, and this shit is just going endlessly. And I done fucked my TikTok up because I done used my app to post multiple times a day. So they giving my other posts 0 views because it probably looked like I'm using a bot to post. So I can't even get in the wave of the shit. And they ain't getting nothing. Because I done, because now I'm like, oh, I got videos. I'm cutting them bitches up in Opus Clip.
Yeah.
I'm getting 32 videos. I'm bulk scheduling shit on every platform. So I'm like, oh, I'm ready. And then this shit go viral. And ain't right. So they don't want to show no love on the other ones. And I ain't even really tripping on that as much as I want to talk about that post specifically, beyond the analytics. You know what I'm saying? The biggest excitement about the post is this the first post of me talking to go viral. Normally, to go viral is me showing what I know how to do, right? So it's kind of like looking at, if we look at being an artist and we break it down into 2 sections. Your skill development, your talent development, the technical side of you as an artist versus the conscious part of you, the conceptual side, the you knowing who you are side. This is the first post to go viral based on my consciousness. What that feel like? It feel like I'm onto something. No, it feels like, I don't know the word. I need a feeling word. I don't see my feeling chart. I don't know, probably tucked in a pile of some shit. What does it feel like? Is clarity a feeling?
I don't know.
But it's definitely excited. Oh, right. And then one person said, what did I tell you? One person said, this is proof that people on the internet talk about anything. Yeah. And I deleted it, and I shouldn't have deleted it. I should have left it up. It was early, and people probably would have jumped on their back. Excited, surprised. Amazed, anxious, and then all of the happy, joyful, all that kind of shit. Just because it's validation. And it's actually internal validation, not external validation. So for the last, 2-3 years, I've been trying to figure out how to shift my attention from expressing on social media what I know how to do, shift that into what I have to say. Feeling like I wanted to start to build a business around what it is I have to say. And the endless posting, sharing, clips, and all that kind of stuff, feedback here and there, wasn't helping me better understand the audience that I'm talking to and where people at and what people thinking about. So to put out a bunch of different topics around being an artist and to watch what people gravitate towards, people that I know versus what people who I don't know gravitate to see something that's unanimous is like, oh, okay, thank you. This is clear as fuck. I can build around this and I can revisit it. I've been kind of waiting for the parts of my conversation that stand out more than other parts of the conversation. So if I'm looking at me talking the same way I'm looking at any of the art that I've made since I was younger, I make a bunch of shit and I try to get better at making the stuff based on how I'm saying it or what I'm saying. And then something that I made will separate itself from all of the other stuff. And then it lets me know to go further in that direction. You know what I mean? So it helps with direction. Like if I'm discovering something about myself, the response to this conversation about it being okay for you not to know where you headed and to follow the unknown. And if you know where you going where a bunch of motherfuckers that already went. It helps me lean in there in that direction a little more. You know, I told Allie, like when I'm usually talking about the journey, you know, more than I'm talking about the path. And it's like, oh, artist is processing it as the path over the journey. You know, so it's a lot that I'm learning with this goddamn post.
And it's funny because it's the one, what made you put the image and what do you think the image got to do versus your face?
Well, so the reason I put the image was because I kept trying to figure out I got so many images, how to take what I'm saying and connect it to the images. So that's what made me go back to that presentation. And I'm like, well, the fact that it's already audio and then it's the Zoom or slideshow presentation, let me put that in Opus Clip and let Opus Clip cut that slideshow presentation up based on the talking, because it's cutting it up based on audio. And then I'll just post the clips like that, which means I'm gonna have a whole thing of just images. So I was experimenting with that. And yeah, that's how the image got put up there versus me talking. Because you don't see me talking in this video. I mean, I do have a shot of me talking, but I was trying to figure out how to make the variation that's going up, the images that I've shot versus solely images of me. Like really, really trying to push my voice, not necessarily me. But I had to grow out of not wanting wanting it to be a video of me is the reason why I done went so hard just doing it so I can just get over it. So I don't give a fuck whether it's me or not.
And people keep saying you sound like a pastor. I mean, Susan
Yeah, people keep
said
saying I sound like a pastor.
I said it. You sound like Martin Luther King, pastor.
Yeah, they keep saying that.
The audio, the same one?
It is.
And your voice sounds very...
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there talking to that room of people. You know when that happened? That's when we was at the library. Yep, because you listen to the audio. Yep.
Wait, when? Where was this? At the library?
This was at the library.
You was there?
Nope, but this was the first video that I gave the group to kind of listen to and start to cut up. So this is like the video that you was, yep. So why do people like this post?
Right.
What is it that people like?
I guess a lot of people sound like something done clicked. It's like, oh, I don't gotta have it figured out.
That's what I'm getting from it. We must be walking around thinking that we supposed to know the answer. And a lot of times people seem to be stuck not knowing what the right answer is. And the only thing that you're supposed to do is move forward with what you're thinking you're possibly supposed to do. Like at 23, you're supposed to have 20 different directions you want to go. And you're supposed to just start checking them bitches off. Literally.
Right, because that one girl, she's like, what's next for me? Then I was sitting there like, yeah, what's next for me?
Right.
Mm-hmm. I just want to walk into the abyss. Oh, yeah, no, people really do like this post, my love. Congratulations.
Any questions for me?
I got an observation. I noticed that you posted this twice, and they both got higher views than the other ones around it, but they got different. Even with the same caption, all that shit, the motherfucking search is different though. The one that didn't go as viral, the search is successful mindset motivation, but the one that did go viral, that search is the right path disappears book. Like they got posted the same day 5 days ago, same caption. The other one got 700 views, and then this one got 30,000.
Right.
And this one, the search is the right path disappears.
What determines the search? Do you know?
Maybe what you saying in it, because it's not like a.
Do you got different hashtags on them, or is it the same?
No, they have the same hashtag.
Yeah, no, look, I'm like, Opus Clip did all that shit.
So is the world looking for booklets, looking for self-helps?
Oh, well, self-help books and
type shit,
self-improvement
like-
books is definitely big as fuck, for sure.
Oh.
Here's the actionable plans type shit.
Gotcha.
Like-
And there's a lot of quotes that say set systems, not goals. Shit.
Yeah.
Really talking about books, which is very interesting.
Yeah, books are big now. Again.
Yeah, but that's what I wonder I don't know even what determines the search.
I got a question that's kind of not related to this.
Okay.
I mean, it is related, but I'm curious as to why you deleted the comment.
So it didn't fuck with my mind.
What do you mean?
Like, so the critique and the mind's ability to be destructive.
Self-awareness.
Right. So instead of me looking at it and seeing it and feeling it is like, oh, let me just get rid of it.
Is that devil's advocate? Is that not growing from critique?
Is it not growing from the critique?
Yeah.
What would growth look like from the critique from the devil's advocate perspective? What would growth look like?
Is that even a critique?
Definitely.
Our definition.
I think it's destructive criticism. So what I say,
Our definition.
if you can't use it to do something to develop, and arguably for me, normally I wouldn't delete it. I wouldn't block people, but it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't block the person.
I've never seen you delete.
I ain't never deleted a comment.
Right.
Usually I share the comment with people that I know gonna say something crazy to people.
Get up.
You feel what I'm saying? But arguably that's me taking it personal. I mean, honestly, it was kind of like, oh, this doesn't have to live here. And I had never did that before.
How you feel about people calling you Martin?
No kind of way. I ignore it.
Oh, you ignore it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it don't. I'm more curious to what people think about how the fuck a nigga figures that kind of shit out. You know, like, what's the steps? Where you at in the process? You know what I'm saying? Are you walking somebody else's steps? You walking your own steps? Like, cause otherwise, like, I don't care about it from a how do I feel like good perspective. It's more like, man, pick my brain. Yeah, this is some shit that a nigga done figured out. That before I heard the quote, I'd already resonated with it. I wrestled with it by myself without the quote. You know what I mean?
Follow your own path. It's a whole bunch of, this is how this person do it, you should do it like this person. This is how this person do it like this person. What you saying is, now it's okay to not know where you're going.
Right.
You're doing your own shit.
Yeah, do it how you doing it.
Yeah.
Cause that's how I figured it out. It was like, oh, I done went so far left. I was looked around and wasn't nobody around me and it wasn't no steps to follow.
Do you question that?
Question what?
You done went so far left and you done looked around, but do you question the fact that you done went so far left and ain't nobody else around? Like, are you know what I'm saying? Like, do you question the fact that you followed your own path?
No. But I questioned it all the way up until I realized it was my own path. You know what I'm saying? Like
Am I doing the right thing? I know I'm going on my own path, but damn, what I'm supposed to be doing, is this right? You know?
Well, see, I've been uncomfortably following my own path the whole time because I was getting other signs to let me know that I'm going in the right direction. And oftentimes for me, the fear that comes with the unknown has helped me know I'm going in the right direction. You know, that level of discomfort or anxiousness because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, oh, this means I'm supposed to go this way. Right. So I've rationalized it by saying, oh, I'm supposed to keep going this way, but it's always come with discomfort. But then I've done that so much for so long, when I looked around, I'm like, oh, duh, of course I'm by myself because I'm going in my own fucking direction. Like somehow I thought I was going in my own direction to still find a group of motherfuckers somewhere that was gonna be done went this direction too. They just got here from a different direction. You feel what I'm saying? And then when I looked around, it's like, no, asshole, you went your own direction. You wasn't following nobody else's path. I was studying all of the different paths that seemed like it was a possibility for me. And then when I looked at the destination that I was gonna get to, it was like, okay, I don't want that once I reach the destination. I don't want that when I reach the destination. I mean, even to the point where it's to the point now where there is no destination. There is no place to land, to stop. I'm gonna do this forever. There's nowhere I'm trying to get to so I can stop what I'm doing. That place don't exist. It's an endless path. What's not a new way of thinking? No. What made you ask that as a question?
Well, I just...
Because of the quote?
No.
Oh.
Not that I don't know that, but it's just like, I was just hearing like people thinking that, I was just picturing like people think you're supposed to do this, and boom, it leads you there. But I just said out loud, like, this ain't nothing new for you. Like, this ain't no, you know, because, you know, like, now it's like, well, now they saying don't go to college. And before, that was, like, our sort of steps. Kindergarten, middle school, that you ain't never really followed
Yeah, well, I mean, my life has been pursuing being an artist, being a photographer when don't nobody got cameras, swimming as probably my number one sport for real, dropping out of college, moving out of town, leaving from the out of town destination 70 years earlier than I'm taught to do it. You know, like I've been constructing my own path the whole time, consciously and subconsciously. Like I didn't want the option that came with me having a degree, if I'm being genuinely honest. Because if I was scared about getting a job and how I was gonna make money, I just would have stayed in college for one more quarter. I was more scared of being my friends and my teachers who got stuck being professors or working at bars or working wherever the fuck they was working. I was more afraid of that than I was afraid of how I was gonna make money. I already knew I knew how to make money. Like I knew that before college was over. So what I was doing is I was trying to keep my options open and I was trying to get rid of the options that I already knew I didn't want. So every time after I finished school, everybody's sitting there like, hey, you want to come teach here? You want to come teach here? Guess what? I don't have the qualifications. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 7 hours from them. And I used to keep that to myself because I was insecure about it. I thought people was going to judge me and all this kind of shit. Then I learned that everybody's favorite white boys dropped out of goddamn college. Then Kanye he's a college dropout. And these motherfuckers around me, you know, because I'm the good kid. I'm the one that do the shit right. I'm the successful one. I can make it out. It was all this shit. This external validation that I was hearing that was influencing my ability to really be myself. I don't give a fuck about what they talking about. Genuinely, you know what I'm saying? But then when you tell me about it and you teach me about it and then you keep putting it in my face, I start saying, I mean, do I care about this? You know, you start questioning yourself based on what you're around and what you're exposed to. So I start trying to control what I'm around and what I'm exposed to. What was your question?
I was gonna say, what's your, like, or do you have, this is when you get into the whole, don't go quit your job, don't jump off the ledge. And,
yeah.
You know, so what's the general advice for the person that's like, all right, you know what? I am gonna start walking my own path. Like, what do you say to them? And like a general, you know what I mean?
Look, I was like, bullshit. The person who says I'm gonna start walking my own path, what do I say to them? What does that even mean? So let's role play.
Okay, let's say I'm gonna quit my job because that ain't the path I'm supposed to be on.
Right. So how do you know that that's not the path that you're supposed to be on?
Because I'm following somebody's steps.
Who?
All the people that got a college degree and went to go get a job.
I said who? Who? Who then did what you doing the way you doing it? Who? Because that's the question to ask yourself. Who's doing what I'm doing the way I'm doing it?
Well, I'm not really talking about me.
No. I'm just saying, generally speaking, this is the question to ask yourself. Because first you got to figure out if you on your own path or if you on somebody else's.
Right,
so you got to.
It's like nobody.
Nobody
doing what I'm doing.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you playing devil's advocate or we role playing, you can't switch your character. Okay. So either you gotta be your character, you gotta be whatever. Yeah. You either gotta be you or be somebody else.
Well, I mean, if I'm me, then yeah, nobody is doing what I'm doing.
Right, but I'm just saying that was a good question because that's the answer to your question. First, you gotta determine. First thing you gotta do is you gotta turn around and you gotta look back. And when you look back, you gotta look and see how you got to where you at. Because once you look back and figure out how you got to where you at, that's the path. The path is behind you. It ain't in front of you.
So I ain't been following nobody's path.
Right. And if you ain't following nobody's path, you're on your own path. So once you determine whether you're on your own path or not, you ask yourself next, are you going in the right direction? Right. Exactly. And the way to figure out if you're going in the right direction is you got to sit and you got to look and see how far you can see. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out how to see from a higher perspective or see further. This is what having a vision is all about and being a visionary. It's like that's where you're looking. You ain't looking physically out when you're trying to figure out if you're going in the right direction. You in your mind. What do you picture? Do you picture, I picture myself being in front of a bunch of students, being able to talk this art shit the way I need to, not inside of these places. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that I'm on my own path, is my own path leading me in that direction? If your path is not leading you into the direction of the visions that you're having that are 10 years, 20 years, 5 years out, then you got to start to alter how you're moving, because you want your path, even if it's in your own direction, to start to get you to be able to see the things in real life that you've pictured in your mind. Like I said, I pictured myself in this conversation, in this room, when I was living 450 miles away 20 years ago. And I didn't know how I was going to get here. And I experimented with a bunch of shit I wasn't supposed to fucking do. But it helped me get here, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
But remember, you don't see the path till you turn around. But some people walk other people's path. It's leading them in the direction they ultimately want to go. I said, if you went the route of not being independent and being part of the system and making money and getting a job, you need to learn how to treat your money the same way the independent person who don't know when money is coming. You need to treat your money the same way. You the investor. But just when you're independent, it's more clear that you're the investor into whatever your ultimate destination is. When you got a job and that check come every 2 weeks, sometimes it is harder to understand that you're supposed to treat your money the same way this motherfucker who got inconsistent money is. You ain't supposed to blow it just because you know it's coming back. And some people don't know that this independent motherfucker might be making the same $50,000 that you making. And they sitting there, they don't know where the next 50 gonna come. So they flipping 45 of it. And then your 50, you blowing your 50 just because you know you about to get another 1,500 in 2 weeks. But it's that path shit, man. And it's funny that I kept calling the artists that are stuck. I was calling them, right. You looking at that part? Right. I kept calling them pathless artists.
And they say fuck.
Yeah, like creatives who are pathless. Artists who are pathless. You ain't got no purpose, no calling, you know?
Right.
Ain't no path.
Relate to job and
No, it don't just relate to the job. And when I was talking to somebody at the studio when we were shooting the freestyles, and they like, well, these older artists, these conscious artists, these the founders of hip hop, they supposed to come back and do da 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 da. I said, no, they not. If you want to get to them, you got to get on the right path, because the right path leads you to the people that you're supposed to build with. If you're supposed to build with people, but that follow purpose, follow path shit is some real shit. So I'm just gonna keep that in mind, to be talking shit from the perspective of the fucking path. Cause you don't know your purpose if you ain't on the right path, and vice versa, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, why you are born, why you exist, why you are here, that kind of shit, especially artists. What the fuck they gonna say about you or not? Are you gonna make the book? You know, it's just something to think about. Did you change this motherfucker and make it better than when you got here, you know?
No, that's good.
So that's why I'm so excited.
No, that's exciting. And this part too?
Yeah,
Is that a video?
and this part too. Right, because that's what some people were saying. Like, okay, like, oh, it's okay. That was the biggest thing. It's like, yes, it's okay for you not to know where this is headed. It's actually better that you don't know. Because part of it tell you that you trust yourself.
The one comment that got 151 likes say literally walking by faith, not by sight right now. Was your faith in yourself, technically?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like, if ever I was at a moment where I didn't know what to do and I was confused, or if I was doubting anything, I would tell myself to go for what I know. And the only thing that I know, the only thing we know is ourselves. Whether we aware of ourselves or not, but it's like, hey, if I got to gamble and I don't know, I got to gamble on myself. So that's what I've continuously did, not knowing what the outcome was going to be, and not letting money be like my motivation. Money is a lot of people's motivation. Money is really creating the journey and the path for most people. We follow the money, most of us, you know? Yeah, and faith is, what's faith? It's like got something to do with belief.
Complete trust or confidence in someone or something.
There we go.
Because they referencing God, but I know.
Right, and technically we referencing God too. We just ain't saying God. You know, we talking path, we talking light, we talking warrior of light. This church shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it is. We just ain't speaking from the biblical standpoint, but we speaking the language of that.
Yes.
But we are. No, we really are.
Really?
No, bro.
But yeah, you said faith is believing in something. I mean,
Complete belief
complete trust
or confidence in something or someone.
in something or someone. So it's the complete confidence in the self. Right. And if I could help anybody develop any skill, is that
Complete trust, faith in yourself.
complete confidence and trust in yourself. Because it seems like that's one of the biggest things that we lacking. We don't trust ourselves. But we shouldn't, because most of us lie like fuck all the time. Most of us shouldn't trust ourselves. But that's why a lot of people are insecure. Lack of trust in self.
A lot of people say we needed this. Do that make you want to, like, off the top of your mind, share anything else with them? Like
The needed this? Well, see, for me, the needed, when people saying that they needed this, they're helping me learn what my community of people actually want. You know, I might be telling you how to make some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking that that's what artists who feel like they stuck need. But it sounds like, so when I hear that, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I appreciate knowing that. Because it's like, oh, what you really need is you really need to know that you ain't supposed to, you don't gotta know the direction you're supposed to go. Actually, you won't know if you went the right direction until you go that direction. You can't figure it out before you go that direction. You can't figure it out in your head. And I understand that you can't figure it out in your head. And that tells me that we all don't already know that. You know, we think for whatever reasons, we're supposed to know. So it's okay not to know. It's like, oh yeah, I needed to hear that. Right. So keep on doing whatever the fuck you doing, because you ain't gonna know until after you do it. You won't know before. And a lot of us get stuck trying to figure it out before we do it. And we end up not doing anything. That's what being stuck is. Yeah, but something that I was reading about was talking about a lot of people who have information to share, is more beneficial to learn what the people that you're talking to actually want or need than assume that you know or assume you have the answer. Yeah.
What's a trailblazer? First person. What's a trailblazer? The first person to do something.
The person that blazed the trail.
Put that bitch on fire so that.
Or the one that created. Who creates the trail? What'd it say? Oh, I thought you looked it up.
A pioneer, innovator, a person who makes a new track through a wild country. First person to do something that goes somewhere who shows that it's possible for other people.
Mm-hmm.
And two people said that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I got two of my favorite quotes. It's got the path in it. One is the path isn't only the journey, but it's the teacher. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Who was that?
One of them education books.
Yes, babe.
It's the one before that. Nope, it was somebody you was reading before that. Or who?
Or Gholdy Muhammad?
I think it might be Gholdy Muhammad. Nah, I ain't sure, but I think it was Gholdy Muhammad.
Oh, wow. The path, what's the one's name?
The path is not only the journey.
The journey is the path, not the teacher.
Not only. It's like it's not only the journey, but the teacher, like it's both. The journey, the path is the journey and the teacher, is what the quote means. Right, I had it written down, stuck up on the board somewhere. Gholdy Muhammad?
Gholdy?
No, it might be, but I just feel like it feel like it came to me. And it's a book. It's in a book that was before, because Gholdy Muhammad is the Pursuits, right?
Yeah, but she got books before that book that we got.
Do we have books before that?
Yes.
Of hers?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I ain't sure.
Joy.
But the Cultivating Joy.
And then she got Cultivating Genius. She got multiple books.
But them the two books.
Okay, well then it's not called that. But she got another book.
Do we have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's Gholdy.
I think it's Kuzma.
How you spell Kuzma?
COUV.
I put a K already.
VSON.
COUVSON.